So here's the most simple way how you start telling your story. You start out with like two story points, and that is the problem that you solve and the solution that you have. And I don't want you to overcomplicate things. I don't want you to overcomplicate things. Just pick something, a problem that you went through and that you found a solution for. And think about the problem that you choose. Who is it? Who are you talking to? Who are you speaking to? And why should they care? And then what else you can ask yourself when you are in this initial phase is these people that I'm then speaking to that care about that problem, are these the people that I would want to work with? For example, if you're talking about the problem, I gained 20 pounds, you will be talking to people that are overweight and want to lose weight. Is this what you want to do? So it's very simple. And then there's a solution that you provide, right? The solution that you found, how did you lose these 20 pounds? There's a framework that comes out of that you can take other people through. It's just like that is a signature story. A signature story is nothing else but wrapping your framework into your personal story so people can relate to you, people can connect with you, you can build a relationship with people, and you take them on this journey so they can follow you and they can see what you saw, and then they can determine very quickly whether you are the right person for them or not. Because that is what you want to do. And that's why a signature story is extremely, extremely valuable to have at any stage in your business, wherever you are. If you don't have a signature story, you're missing the most important ingredient of your business. Yeah. And I can always tell when people are unsure what their business is, they don't have their story down yet. They haven't done that work. And that's why you don't really know. Yeah. And that's why it can be this, it can be that, maybe this story, maybe that story, maybe this business, maybe that business, whatever business, right? And as long as you're in the split focus or you have no idea where you're going, that's also where you're going, nowhere. Yeah. So in case you don't know who I am, my name is Andrea Thiel. I'm a director for documentary series, television documentary series and feature documentaries. And I extract stories out of people, but they're kind of like their soul story, their soul calling story, because that's basically what I believe, and I know to be true also. That's the story that you need to tap into to create the business of your dreams, the business that will fulfill you. Yeah, where you don't burn out after it becomes after a few weeks or after when it becomes really difficult, that you can pull through. That's why it is extremely, extremely important that you dial in your story. And each and every one of you has a story. Each and every one of you has gone through something, and has gone through something in a way that no one else has. Yeah, because your background, your expertise, the way you grew up, your brain, everything together makes you, and mixed with this whatever situation that you faced, yeah, made you react a certain way, made you conquer this a certain way that other people then can relate to, that are similar. They're similar. Like women, for example, are not, it's not like you can't have one solution for all women because it's just all women. We all grew up very differently, determined by our background. Yeah. And that's why your story becomes such an important tool. Such an important tool. And your story for this world that you put out there, that is something that is like your gift to this world. So you're giving something of you, but you're also at the same time attracting people to you because they can find you. You know, they can find you easily. And you can connect with that. Stories is how we connect. Stories is how, like, your brain is constantly making up stories. Yeah, your brain is a story making machine. So because it makes sense of the world through stories. So while that is a blessing, this can be also the most tricky part of storytelling. Because once you deal with your own story, and I've had like 20 years of experience with that, people often get confused People get confused. What is my story really? Is that the right story I should tell? Should I not be telling another story? And what is it in the end that I wanted to do anyway? Yeah, because you are getting mixed up in your emotions, because of course you're going back to things that truly happened that at the time were really upsetting. And that's why you're also telling that story. That's where the juice is. So you want to tell that kind of story, but you're also going back in there, and there's still like an emotional, of course, there's emotions that will come up that will like kind of like lure you back in. And there's like, stories can be very hypnotizing. Yeah, they can be very hypnotizing. And that's why I'm offering my program, Your Story for This World. And that is specifically if you want to go out there and you have something in mind, whether you have a business already or you are in the crafting of your business, you have some sort of idea what you would like to do, or you want to figure that out. That is when I come in, because I help you clarify your own story for yourself. What is your purpose? What is your soul calling? Where is it that you want to go? Who is it that you want to speak to, right? So who is on the other end, on the receiving end, and what's the right story for them? Yeah, so you get that connection. And how do you quickly, and also with like a lot of entertainment, yeah, because stories need to be entertaining. How can you bring across your framework so people listen? Because you need to reach people, even if you have all this knowledge inside of you, all this wisdom, if you can't communicate this effectively, it will all stay inside of you. It will all stay inside of you, and nobody knows that you know all these things. Yeah? And that's why your signature story is such an important ally. When you go out there, when you do business, when you present yourself, and it doesn't matter where that is. You don't need to be doing the next TED Talk. It's just like even going to a dinner party and just having that ready, just knowing and having told that story, having gone through the exercises, having, like exercised your capability of like talking about this is priceless, okay? So much clarity comes from that. So much clarity. And you will also have a tool that you can effortlessly enroll people into your programs. It's not an enrollment process anymore. It's just like you're talking about something you went through, and you're just like talking what you know. And then they can decide, well, wow, this is amazing. I need exactly that. So if you need exactly what I'm talking about right now, you're super lucky, because this program is open right now. You can click the link down below. That's like a very one-on-one. There's like a one-on-one session with me that I don't always offer because I don't always have time for this. But right now I do, and I just opened that up. So you can like click on that link, and you can like send me a DM if this interests you. If this interests you, then we can talk further. Yeah, what that is. No strings attached. No strings attached. And you can just like explore whether that would help you. Okay? So, very excited to meet you, and I'll see you soon.